Hello everyone. I welcome you all to the Winnovators. Yes, I'm your host, your coach, your mentor, and to be more appropriate, your friend. I'm Devashish Deo. The Winnovator is not only a project for me, nor it is a mere YouTube channel. It's rather a dream which I saw long back towards the last of fall 2012. It was by then a teacher's training module. Then gradually when I researched into the new arenas of deep knowledge and wisdom, the Winnovator widespreaded its wings into the world of soft skills and life skills. The Winnovator is a portmanteau word, a linguistic blend of two different words, win and innovation, wherein it phonemes as winnovation, and the one who creates win or wins over innovation, not just a new idea but a leap forward for all involved, is named as the Winnovators. The vision of Winnovators is imbibing the pedagogical advancements among the educators and molding the responsibilities in accordance to the learner-centric approach, catering to the individual child development, a process to win innovations, committed to provide education blending head and heart, nurturing human and humane qualities. We provide advanced technique, the advanced teaching modules, learner-centric approach, the learner-centric pedagogy, teaching with the constructivist approach. And there are many more which are still there in the process of its research. It's a continual flow. The research will never end. Once we are researching something new, the new flow of research will start from that point, from that source. Today, I have brought for you a session on life skills. A life skill, what is it? We all are aware about that one from times long, but nobody has given ever an attempt to think about what is life skill. So today I'm going to focus a little light on the life skills. All success in life, whether material or spiritual, starts with the thoughts that you put in your mind. Every second of every minute of every day, your outer world reflects the state of your inner world. By controlling the thoughts that you think and the way you respond to the events of your life, you begin to control your whole identity. And for that, today is the perfect opportunity to start building the tomorrow that you really wanted to create. Today, we have a lot of things to go, a lot of things to do, and a lot of things to learn, and a lot of things to decide that what is this, what sort of life skills we are going to have, and what sort of life skill is going to change our life. The skills to which we have already experienced in our past, from our childhood up to the present age. Many adversities, many instances, which has taught us lessons at every footprints. The session for today is an attempt to make you recall to the lessons of life which we hardly follow today in this modern world for many personal reasons. The session today will connect you to your past, make you recall to your responsibilities. Well, I'm not going to say that I'd be taking you back to your past to rectify your mistakes. Even I cannot do that. And the same goes with you, even you cannot do that. But the future is all yours. So apply your transformed thoughts in the present and reconstruct, redesign, redefine your future today. Let's begin the session of life skills. Let us understand what is life skills. Let me make you a picturization view. Let me make you a picturization overview to the new world of soft skills and life skills. Today I'm going to connect you towards your heart, and I'm going to blend your head and heart to nurture you to understand what is life skill. I'm not a teacher that I'd be teaching you something. I'm simply your friend. I'm just a person like you. So, all my experience of life skills, I'm simply going to share to you all. So, life skills are the abilities for adaptive and positive behavior that enables human to deal efficiently with demands and challenges of life. The concept is also termed as psychosocial competency. Yes, it is a blend of two different words, that is psychology and social science. The subject varies greatly depending on social norms and community expectations, but skills that functions for well-being and aids individual to develop into active and productive members of their communities are considered surely as life skills. To such life skills, we have the explanations today, and to such life skills, we have the learnings today. And in this way, we'll be learning the different life skills that we have already learned, but there is a mere layer of dust on it. So today we are going to dust out the layer to know what is our role and what is our responsibility. Every day of your life is another chance. It's another lesson for you. If you learnt the lesson well, you apply it, whether positively or negatively. You determine what happens and how you are going to transform your tomorrow. The session is having some essentials to be discussed today in forms of lessons. Lesson 1, the purpose. Lesson 2, growth as a continual process. Lesson 3, tolerance. Lesson 4, anger is the biggest enemy. Lesson 5, claim yourself to be a human being. Beautiful lessons are there. All these lessons we have been learning from our childhood time till now, and this is the time to recollect those memories, to recollect those aspects of our life, recollect those instances of our lives to which we have forgotten, or there is a mere layer of dust on it. Let us dust it out and see how we are going to see and how we are going to visualize the brighter side of all these lessons. Well, coming to the first, as you all know, I'm a narrator of story. I love narrating stories. And I feel that today you would be also liking my stories. So I thought, why shouldn't I share my stories with you then? Sharing the first story with you, my dear friends. The first story goes here with a gentleman, a very good personality, a very bright personality, the mayor of a locality. This gentleman was very kind enough, was having a very good knowledge, and always has helped the people around him. He has never identified, he has never differentiated between a rich and a poor. He every time has taken it as his responsibility to take care of people. Even people like him the way. The goodness of this person has won the hearts of the people, and so the heart of God even. God has listened to his prayers, and one day he has gifted him with a baby boy. The family was really very happy. The man, his wife, and the son, they all started growing with the process of life. The mother was little ill and every time used to get bedridden. She was immensely loving her boy and she was taking very good care of her child. One day, suddenly, due to some ailment, she passed away. She left the whole world, and the man was alone again to nurture this boy. There was no one with him with whom he could have just shared his feelings, his emotions, his sentiments. He has given all the care, all the protection, all the love and caring to his baby boy as the same if the mother could have been there. The boy has taken it in a different direction. The boy has taken it in a different manner as well. He couldn't understand what his father wanted to give him. Although he was very obedient, He was keeping the words of his father, but he was not good in studies and he never wanted to concentrate on that one. Rather, he always used to play with his friends and waste his time. Time has passed, and youth entered into this boy's life. The boy started growing up. He became an adult man right now. The way he became an adult man and youth has touched his feet, the same. His father has turned old and youth has got faded in his life. This father was really very tensed for his son. He thought that I should teach him a lesson. And one day he called his son to him. Even the son was really very obedient to come to his father. Now the father is telling the dialogue. I wanted you to find the real purpose of life. I wanted you to find a hidden treasure that what I have drawn it in a map. It's only for you. The son becomes really very happy. The father said, please go to my room, get the bag which I have packed for you. Bring it to me so that I can explain what is there in it. The boy doesn't take the time. He goes soon, immediately brings the bag and stands in front of his father. His father said to him, dear boy, open the bag and see what is there inside. The boy was surprised to see. He saw that the bag is filled with some cereals, some grains, some dry fruits, a bottle to pour water, and four clothes of different season. After seeing this, to his utter surprise, he asked to his father, oh father, what is this? I know that you are sending me in search of the hidden treasure, but with this, how can I survive? And his father replies, oh my son, for survival, what was required, I have given the utmost. Now, you pack up your bag and start your journey right now. The moment you need to start because it's a long journey. You have to pass on a long way and you have to go by walking all along to reach to the destination, to find the hidden treasure and come back home. You have no more time. Listening to these words of his father, even the son was very obedient to him, touched his feet, took his blessing, and started on his way. Crossed the village, crossed the township, and crossed the forest areas. In the way of his journey, he has not only covered dense forest, but has also climbed up hills, plateaus, and thorny mountains. While crossing the deep forest, he came across a civilized village, wherein the people were so kind that they have given food and shelter to him. He took all the help from the villagers and promised them, the way written, I had surely come to you to repay you back all the help that you have given to me. And the very next day he set it out again for his destination. Days passed, even months and years too. The time came that when he reached to his destination, and to his surprise again it was a cliff, a stiff mountain to which he has to climb. He started climbing, got a lot of wounds, injuries, torn his clothes, but finally he could reach to the point wherein the tree was there, which was depicted in the map. He could spot out the tree, not only the tree, but also the place wherein the treasure was hidden. Started digging all the day long. The day passed, the day next was passed. He digged almost, but he couldn't find the hidden treasure out of it. To his sheer disappointment, he failed miserably, started scolding his father, and started scolding his fate as well. Oh no, what I missed. But this time, instead of getting tensed, instead of getting hurted with his feelings and emotions, he decided, let me go back to my home and the return journey I should enjoy the nature. While coming, I was coming with a single destination, with a single target that I need to reach to the hidden treasure. But now I don't have that sort of thing. I have much time to enjoy. I have much time to lead my life. I have much time to understand my life. So this time he decided. So this time while returning, he made himself one among the nature. He started talking to the trees. He started talking to the birds. He started talking to the animals. He started to make himself mingle with all the wildlife. The way he was coming, the wild animals were chasing him. The thieves, the dacoits, and the robbers, they were chasing him in way of getting something. But while returning, they have all known that this person doesn't have anything with him. So he became good friends with everyone, taught them life lessons, make them good, nurtured their lives, transformed themselves into good people. And while coming through that same civilized village, this time he stayed there for a couple of days, helped them out in their daily routine, helped them out in yielding crops with them, helped them out with everything what he could have done. They were really very pleased with his behavior and pleased with his work. They said him to stay for a long time, but this boy has to even go back home, meet his father, and tell about the thing. He said, I have to go, my dear. This time, even the sun have identified the time of the day by seeing the directional change of the sun. He has identified everything, understood each and everything, and realized that how to survive in this society. Realized that how to survive and how to work out with his life. The time he came to his village and saw his house, tears rolled on. He ran very fast to the door and started knocking the door. By listening to the knock, the father inside, who was always praying to God, 2 years have passed. His father was thinking that what his son is going to say to him. But you know what his son replied? His son said, I am very sorry to say you, father, for the purpose you have sent me to find the hidden treasure of life. I was unable to do the same. Somebody else have gone there earlier to me and have already taken that hidden treasure, so I came empty handed. But I am not going to disappoint you, because while coming, I have made my friendship with all the wildlife, the wild animals, the birds, the tree, the plants, the herbs, everyone become good friend of mine. Even I have transformed the thieves and the robbers. While on my onward journey, those who have troubled me a lot, I have transformed them into good people. Even I came across a civilized village wherein I helped the people. I started yielding crops with them. I knew how to work out with all the things, and I'm very happy to enjoy the nature. And even I have known how to identify the time, how to see the time according to the directional change of the sun. All these things I won't have learned if you won't have sent me for this journey. Thanks for everything that you have given to me. Thanks for showing me the real purpose of life. Now I could realize and now I could understand that how to lead a life, what to do, how life is important, and how to do everything that you have not done from your time, that you have got your conscience, you should do it. And now I can understand the real value of life. Now I can understand how to work on it. Now I have got my conscience and I should not leave it. I should continue to go on and move on in my way. Don't you feel that we have been lacking something in ourselves? After this story, what came to your mind? Only one thing came to my mind, and that's about family. Well, we all wanted to lead our life with a goal, but if we remain to be focused on the goal, then we will always miss out the real treasure of life. The truth of life, it says that there is no goal. There is no goal at all than to just experience the life and to grow with every single day, every single moment of it. But how many of us really know this fundamental? But how many of us really know this funda of life? We all run after achieving goals. We all run after gaining huge profits in our business. And in a way, we are moving out of our family. In today's world, what is the definition of family? We think family is that one wherein our father, mother, and children, they are all together. That is a family. Now, in this present society, if you will ask to a boy or a girl, do you know what is the definition of family? They will say, our parents are together and I'm there with them. We are enjoying our family. They won't be knowing the real meaning of family. But I'd like to ask to those people, those who are listening to me, what is family? I have understood what is family. I belong to a joint family, a family wherein all used to live together, a big compound wherein everyone used to play together, a place wherein we used to have festivals together, a place wherein we all used to give respect to elders. We used to fight with our cousins. We used to have get togethers. We used to have picnics. We used to enjoy the time. We used to enjoy the movement. We used to wear new dresses in festivals. And we used to touch the feet of the old people, get blessings from them, get guided from them. Do you feel that the same family is there right now? I ask to those who are listening to my words, people of my age, people more than my age, those who have ever experienced this joint family. I ask them, haven't you missed all these things in your past? If, my dear friends, if you have missed all these things in your past, is the real time, the present, to transform your thoughts, bring out creative ways to bring closer to your people around you, those who have gone, made their new families, transform your present, change your thoughts, go back to your past memories and think what next can be done so that all can be again together. Well, it's not only me, there are many people in this world, those who have this sort of feelings within themselves. So I'd like to give a message to all those people, those who are listening to my words right now at this present instance, at this present moment. To all those people who are of my age, to all those people who are elder than my age but have experienced a joint family. It's not been so late that you'd be just thinking that what is going on, let us go with that one. Again, think what you have done in those past days. What sort of mistakes that has been done, what sort of mistakes that has been occurred, and how to recover that one, how to rectify them, and how to get rid of that sort of things. I would like to ask those people, those who are listening to my words this time, those who have understood what is family for them, those who have been with me, those who have known what is a joint family, what sort of things we used to do in the joint family, I'd like to request them. Please understand the values of it. Please understand that what we have done is not very late, even. It is the right time. The present situation, the present moment. Please go back to your past again. Think about your past memories. Recollect your things that you have lost in your days of growth and development. Go to your relatives, recollect them, regather them, and at least a while meet with them. You will feel that what a great thing you have done. Time is there, choice is there, the hidden treasure is there. The purpose of life is to live it, the taste of experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for newer and richer experience. Well, with this, I rest my first lesson. If it has touched your hearts, if it has connected you to your past, if it has touched you to your past, if it has recalled you certain instances of your life, if you have any planning to execute in your present to transform it to bring a bright future, it's the right time. I'd like to come to the lesson 2, growth as a continual process. Well, we all run after success, and for attaining success in life, growth and development at every sphere is a continual process. To make you all understand and picturize you some other instances of your life, I have another story with me. And this time, the story is of an old gentleman, a very poor and deprived person. This person was a very poor sculptor, a sculptor who was totally depending on the stone carving and the cells out of it. This person was having a small boy of him. His small son has never played with toys, has never got an opportunity to say to his father that, oh father, I needed some toys to play. Because this boy was every time seeing his father getting busy with his work, struggling out day in and day out, carving the stones and graving the stones and struggling for it to sell it in the market. The boy also started to play with the engraving tools. He started to hammer the stones and was really enjoying it. It was really very painful for the father that he cannot give him at least toys to play. It was really very painful for the father to see all this because he has never given him toys to play, and the son has started holding the engraving tools and started hammering the stones, engraving it. But the boy was really enjoying with the work he was doing. Soon this process rolled on. Time passes, and this boy grows up to an adult one. Gradually, his perfection in this art also grows more and more. In fact, he becomes even more proficient than his father. Started helping his father as his father was growing old. But every time he would be preparing a statue, a sculpture, he would take the advice of his father. He would ask him at least for one time, oh father, can you give me your valuable review to my sculpture? And every time he would ask to his father, each and every time his father would just point out some mistake in his statues. To his obedience, he always used to accept his mistakes and try to rectify it the next time. The process went on for many years. But still, his father, at every point of time, at a new statue, will point out a finger and point out a mistake. His son, without any second thought, would say, I will certainly do the next time good and rectify my mistake. It continued a long time. Years passed. But when the statue of his sons started getting good values in the market, even he got a chance to export it to other countries, become more famous. And even after that, he was having the same obedience for his father. He every time used to ask to his father about his culture, and every time his father used to comment a negative point, and every time his father used to comment some mistake onto that statue. But this time his limits of tolerance has crossed. And he written words to his father today. He said to his father, "Oh father, do you feel yourself to be the best artisan? Every time you have just said some sort of mistake is there in my statue, some sort of mistake is there in my construction, some sort of mistake is there in my engraving, some sort of mistake is there in my perfection. Do you feel yourself to be a more perfect person than me? As I have been seeing from childhood, you have been doing this engraving work, this artisan work. But till now, your statues have been sold at the same price in the market. You have not increased your values, in fact. But see my value today. I have become world famous. People call me to different occasions. People offer me new business opportunities, and I have become world famous. But still, every time I have this obedience to ask you, I have this gratitude to ask you that, oh Father, is there anything that you needed to give a review to my artistic work? And every time you would mark some sort of mistake, do you feel that I have some sort of mistake in my work? I don't feel that you are the right person right now to give a review to my statues, and hence I don't want it to live with you. I'm going to leave your house. Saying this, his son moved away. His son moved away and find out a new business opportunity for him. He had a partnership with someone and started his engraving work. He started even exporting his works to other countries. And gradually he got a good growth and good progress in his life. He has got pride within himself. But everything has its own saturation. And the son has also got his saturation. After getting his saturation, his statues started getting sold at a very lesser price. The people, those who were taking the export statues, they have stopped it. They seized every business transactions with this boy, and this boy, his business completely winded up. At this moment, at this time, when there was no one to guide him, when there was no one to suggest him, he thought, the only one person is my father. Let me go back to him. Let me ask him that what has happened with me, that why I got failure with all my attempts, what I did. He knocks the door of his father and goes closer to his father. He saw that his father is sitting in an armchair, resting, and he asked, "What happened, my dear son?" The son replies, "Oh, father, I have got heavy losses in my business. All my partnership got cancelled. My business got seized, and I have came to the roadside. I have no business, I have no work to do. All of a sudden, this sort of thing would happen to my life, even I have never thought of it. Can you please say me what has happened in my life?" His father was completely silent, without any facial expression, without any reaction to it. Being strange at his father's not showing any reaction to even what all happened in his life, he asked his father, "Oh father, were you knowing all this thing is going to happen in my life? As if you have known all, you are showing no reaction to it. You are quite neutral, even after listening all this heartfelt things which has happened with me." The father replies, "Yes, my dear. I was knowing that all these instances one day is going to happen with you. But still, as you have stepped out of the home, I thought of leaving you alone so that you could experience your mistake and come back one day to me. I was knowing that this day will come, but I was not knowing that this day will come so soon. Even I was, at your age, the same arrogant. But I could realize it as there was no one over me to let me know about my mistakes. I was there with you at every point of time, but you have not understood my value. I know that I am not a good sculptor like you. I know that I don't have much perfection as like you do have. I know even that whenever I was pointing out a mistake in your statue, actually the mistake was there or not, even I don't know that. But still, I used to do it only to make you more profound and more proficient with your work. Stay unsatisfied every time, my son, because satisfaction always seizes your growth rate down. And most of the people, they don't understand this. They become blind. Getting blind with our gradual progress in a specified expertise skills, we forget that somebody had hold our fingers to start our journey to this position that we are ruling today. Never outshine your master. The master may be your father, the master may be your teacher, the master may be a person, the master may be anyone in the society. Never outshine them. In today's world, in today's society, whenever we grow up, become young, touch the heights of success, understand what is good, what is bad, we forever leave the hand which has holded our fingers sometime back in our life and started to make us know how to walk. We have done a lot of mistakes in our life. If you can just think back to your past, many a times we would have insulted our elders, maybe our father, our elder brother, or maybe our relatives, saying the thing that I have grown up right now. Is it the way that you would be teaching me something at this age? Do you think me to be a kid more, that you would be explaining everything and I would be listening to your words? Many a times we have said this sort of hard hitting words to our close ones. Just think of the moment, just think of the instance. Just go back to your past after listening to this story. You will certainly understand that whether you have done a mistake or not. But still, it is not late. Still, it is not late. It's not too late right now. You have time even to go back to your past, realize for your mistake, restructure and reflourish. It's even time. It's not even so late that you would say what to do at this moment. I have committed a mistake. Yes, you have committed a mistake. You have realized it. That's more than enough. It's not too late now. Go back to your past. Realize your mistake. At what point you have said to whom. Try to find out that. Try to sort it out. The present situation is the right moment for you. Transform your thoughts. Transform into your action. Try to reframe, restructure, and redesign your future. The future is in your hand. The choice is with you. What to do, what not to do, all is yours. Lesson 3: Tolerance. This incident occurred in Arabia. There lived a woman named Ajmat. Prophet Hazrat Muhammad used to pass by her house while going for a stroll. Ajmat was a follower of Judaism. She hated Islam. Prophet Hazrat Muhammad was the founder of Islam, and that's why Ajmat felt hatred for him. Whenever Hazrat Muhammad went past her house, she would throw garbages at him. Hazrat Muhammad would move on silently without reacting to her behavior and gave her always a soft smile. One day, Hazrat Muhammad come to know that Ajmat had fallen ill. Now he would go every day to her house to look after her. When she recovered, Hazrat Muhammad said, "Now you recovered. Will you resume throwing the garbage from tomorrow?" Well, it was a matter of shame for the lady who was every time taking an attempt to insult Hazrat Muhammad. But in return, what Hazrat Muhammad had given to her, Hazrat Muhammad took great care of her, fed her medicine, food, and she got recovered within a short while. She began to weep and said that please forgive me for my mistakes. I have done my utmost to insult you a lot, and at the same time, you have even done your utmost to serve me and to make my life good. I have not understood you. On the other hand, Hazrat Muhammad, after listening to her, said, it's only God who forgives. No, how tolerant Hazrat Muhammad was. A tolerant person puts up the injuries, sufferings, etc., caused by others, and never takes his revenge on somebody for something. You lose your vital energy when you take revenge on someone. By tolerating others' bad behaviors, you conserve this energy and gain it in the form of strength. On the other hand, the intolerant person loses his energy when he takes revenge on others. Choices for you right now, my dear friends. In our lives, also we would have hated many people around us, surrounding us, connected to us. When we hate a person for any such reason, directly or indirectly, we have given a wound to that person, a unhealing wound. Everyone is not going to be the same like us. Everyone's choices is not going to be the same like ours. Everyone has their own right to choose their own life. And for instance, you don't like someone's choice, you have no right to give a negative comment on that one. But if you have done such a mistake like this, please go back to your past. It is even the right time, the right moment. It is not so late. Think about what mistakes you have done. Think about how you can rectify them. The present moment is the right time, is the right situation. Transform your thoughts, put it into action, and then redefine, restructure your future. The future is in your hand. Choice is with you, what you are going to do, my dear friends. Let's come to lesson 4. And here we go with the lesson 4. Anger is the biggest enemy. It's a long time backstory. There were 3 princes named Vasudev, Baldev, and Satyaki. All the 3 went to a jungle along with their soldiers. The horses of the princes galloped very fast, and so the soldiers were left behind. Night fell. The princes lost their way in the dark. They therefore took shelter under a tree. Before going to sleep, they decided that by turns of 2 of them would sleep and the third one would keep a watch. Satyaki, as he was the youngest among the 3, said, I would be the first one to keep a watch. Baldev and Vasudev fell asleep. Soon, within no time, when Baldev and Vasudev were in a deep sleep, a demon appears. He said to Satyaki, if you let me eat these 2 men, I shall spare your life. Otherwise, I will kill all the 3 of you. Angry at hearing this, Satyaki at once grappled with the demon. The more Satyaki was filled with anger, the more the demon was increasing with the size. Satyaki was wounded badly in the fight with the demon. When it was the turn of Baldev to wake up, the demon disappears from the screen. Satyaki told Baldev all what has happened. Baldev began to keep a watch very cautiously. After Satyaki fell asleep, the demon appears again and repeated what he has said to Satyaki. Baldev, was already prepared to fight with him. The demon had hardly finished his statement when Baldev, blowing over anger, assailed him. The fight went on for quite a time. Baldev was extremely angry. The more anger Baldev was getting, the demon was increasing with his size and his appearance. Baldev was also badly wounded in the fight. When it was the time of Vasudev to wake up, the demon disappears again. Baldev told all the instances what has happened with Satyaki and him with the fight they had with the demon. And both the brothers cautioned him to be alert and awake. As soon as Baldev slept, the demon reappears. He repeated what he has said to Baldev and Satyaki. Vasudev smiled at his statement and took no notice of what the demon was speaking. This provoked the demon into fighting with Vasudev. The fight this time was of a different nature. The demon was continuously attacking, but the latter, Vasudev, retaliated without getting excited. He kept himself cool. The result was astonishing. The size of the demon began to decrease, and finally he was transformed into an insect. Vasudev wrapped the insect in a piece of cloth. By the time of the day when it was done, Baladev and Satyaki woke up. Vasudev said to them that I will show you the demon you had a fought with, and loosened the piece of cloth which he has wrapped on the insect. The insect quickly falls off into the ground and started crawling. Vasudev said, recognize, this is the same demon, and the name of this demon is the anger within you. Anyone gets angry with him, he increases in size and increases with the strength. If one faces the demon calmly, he would begin to loosen his strength and even ultimately become an extinct. Both of you fight with the demon bravely, but you didn't know the secret of the victory over him. That is why you have suffered so much, got a lot of wound. Dear all, never lose your temper when someone gets angry upon you. If you keep calm, the other person would also calm down. But this secret, although being known to others, we never do the same. We lose our temper very soon. Not only we lose our temper, but also we lose our control. And losing our control, we do something which creates enmity within us. The fight grows, the anger grows, and as the anger grows, the other person turns out to be an enemy of us. So, with this lesson, I would like to say, what do you want in your life? Life is a beautiful garden. Try to grow roses, flowers, trees, herbs, and herbs surrounding this one. The garden would look filled with greeneries and beautiful blossoming flowers. But if you will never take care of this garden with the care of your love, it would be filled with poisonous snakes all over, surrounding you. And at every point you will show them a stick, they will sting on you with poisons. What do you like? Do you like to create enemies surrounding you, or do you like to create people just like blossoming flowers? Choice is yours to decide. I have kept my words before you. Lesson 5, claim yourself to be a human being. Now I'd like to narrate you the story of a old poor fakir. Once there lived a fakir in a small hut. The hut was so small that only one person could somehow stretch himself out there. But one night it was raining heavily. Someone knocked at the door of the fakir and said, I'm getting drenched with water. Can I come in? The fakir the other side said, come in, my dear. Only one person can slip here and stretch out himself, but two persons can sit conveniently. After a little while, both the persons, fakir and the other one who was drenched with water, they were sitting on the floor of the thrust hut. There was another knock at the door, and this time there was a person who was trying to escape himself from the downpour. The fakir said very lovingly, come in, my dear. Only two persons can sit here somehow, but three can stand easily. Not much time has passed when a donkey came. It was drenched with rainwater and was shivering very badly. The fakir opened the door for it. The people in the hut, they said, where there is a space for it. The fakir replied, if we have love for others, the love within us will surely create space for them. And my heart is filled with the vibrations of love. The lover soul within treats everyone the same, being a human being. My dear friends, don't forget that you must love others to claim yourself to be a human being. Well, I remembered something. My father always used to give shelter to everyone, every relative, maybe from my father's side or maybe from my mother's side. Everyone has came to our home and our home was always crowded with people. Every time I asked him that why you give chances to everyone to enter into your home even if you have no space to live freely, even if you don't have space to live freely. My father used to say, do have a loving heart within yourself, and that loving soul will create a space. I was not understanding in my young age. Even a few years back, also, I was having the same statement. But the time when I read this story, the lines of my father touched my heart, and I could understand and realize my mistake. My father even used to give shelter to those people, those who are his enemies, those who are doing bad for him. He even used to give shelter to them. For this, I have said many a times to my father, you have never understood the difference between people, those who are your enemies and those who are your friends. You are even giving shelter to your enemies. You are even giving food to your enemies. Then my father replied, if you can give food to your enemies, it indicates that you are capable enough to help everyone. God has given you that capability to even help your enemies. Do that until He gives. Here He refers God. When God is giving to you to help people, you should not deny from that one. There are many things to be spoken, there are many things to be said. Life is filled with life lessons. Life is filled with memories. Life is filled with many things that we have done in our past that we needed to rectify at this present moment. I'd like to request to every one of you, understand the values of life. Try to lead your life in a way in which you wanted to see the brighter side of it. Don't lead it to the way which leads it to the dark side of it. Well, there is a good saying said by someone that you have came to this earth with a crying face. The time you took birth, you were crying. The people surrounding you, they were smiling at you. It's your time right now. That the time you are going to leave your last breath, you should have a smile on your face. And people surrounding you, they will surely miss a person like you. They will say, yes, the real meaning of being a human being is the person who has passed away. I'm sure that I could have been able to touch to some of your instances, to some of your past, to some of your experiences. If, in the way of delivering these stories, I have hurted you somehow, please forgive me. Because forgiving is the art of a good human being. Nice to have your patience in listening to my stories and listening to the life learnings. Thank you very much.